Okay, we're going to still be on page 7 because we are starting with a challenge song. It is one of the hardest songs that we've had so far, and it is number 12, Cardiff by the Sea. The reason it's so hard is because every single note your fingers have to change. You never play two notes at the same, like in a row. So let's put our finger right on the book for number 12, and we will say the notes to get started. Okay, here we go. Saying the notes for number 12. 1, 2. Say the notes. C, D, E. Rest, rest. D, C, D. C, D, E. Rest, rest. D, E, C. Now, if you want to pause and go back and say it while you're doing your fingers on your clarinet, that's fine. We're going to try to play it together. Make sure you're tapping your feet so you know how long each note should be, and it keeps a steady beat. Let me get a foot check, a back check. We'll get our C fingers ready first. Lick your reed, lick your lips, and here we go. This is number 12. By the way, number 12 is a really cool backup track, so if you get a chance to play it with the playlist or the tracks, I think you'll have a lot of fun. Here we go, number 12. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest, rest. Okay, keep working on that one for this week. There are 2 more songs on this page, number 13 and number 14. You can play along with the tracks for those if you'd like, and you definitely should practice them when you're playing alone at home, but right now, we're going to turn the page to page 8. So turn your page, get it all situated in your book. Okay, you'll notice that you cannot see the fingering charts for E, D, and C anymore on page 8 because we have new things to learn. Let's put our pointing device, which is either your finger or your pencil, on the top of page 8, and we want to look at there's 2 new things we need for this page, and they might not even be new to you. Quarter notes, they are colored in with a stem, and they get 1 beat or 1 toe tap, and the squiggly quarter rest gets 1 beat or no toe tap. So quarter note, 1 beat of playing. Quarter rest, 1 beat of not playing. Okay, so let's move our eyes down to number 15 and let's just scan through there. Do you see any breath marks in that song? I don't. Okay, so no breath marks means you can only breathe in the rests, and I see 4 E's in a row. Now, because there's no breath marks, you have to play that all in one breath with your tongue, like this. So here's my E fingers. I'm going to go. So check it out. That's my tongue inside my mouth, flicking the back of my teeth. Okay? I'm not doing this. This is bad. I'm not taking my mouth on and off the mouthpiece. It only ends up in squeaks. Okay? So set your M, and just like you would talk, you don't talk like this. You're not going to play the clarinet like that either. You're going to take 1 breath and go. Okay? So let's say the notes for number 15, but instead of pointing, we're going to do our fingers on our clarinet while we say it. So saying the notes and doing your fingers. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, say it. E, 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 E. Rest, 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 rest. D, 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 D. Rest, 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 rest. C, 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 C. Rest, rest, rest. Look ahead. D, 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 C. Cool, let's play. Make sure you're tapping your feet with me. By the way, when your feet tap the ground, those are quarter notes. So if you see quarter notes in your music, they should line up with your foot tapping the ground. Okay, here we go. Number 15 starts on an E. 1, 2, Ready, play. Rest, switch to D, now. Rest, switch to C, now. Rest, switch to D, then C. Excellent. So make sure each sound, no matter how many times you're playing it in a row, every time you play a new note, it gets a T sound. Okay, here we go. Our first real song. I think you all know number 16, Hot Cross Buns. The rhythm is a little different if you remember it from recorder class. So let's just say the notes. I'm going to use my pointing device. Put your finger right on number 16. Let's say it. We are not doing the clapping part. We are here to learn how to play the clarinet, so we're going to do the part with the notes. The clapping part, I guess, is if someone doesn't have their instrument or something like that. Okay, so let's say the notes for 16. Tapping your foot with me, please. 1, 2. Say the notes. E, D, C. E, D, C. Rest, rest. C, 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 C. D, 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 D. E, D, C. Okay, now maybe you thought the C, 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 D, D, D was going to go a little faster. Like we said before, your toe is tapping quarter notes. Those are quarter notes. They go with your toe. I think in the recorder book, they're like ta and TT, but there's no TT in this book yet. Okay, so let's try to play. I need a foot check, a back check, lick your reed check, all the other things you need to do. You always check the first note, right? E fingers first. Here we go. Number 16, Hot Cross Buns. 1, 2, ready, play. Rest, rest. Awesome. That's going to be the song you record for me this week. Number 17 is your challenge. If you're like, hot cross buns, too easy. Oh, good. Look at 17. 17 has a lot of finger moving. It doesn't even have breath marks. You have to figure out where to breathe on your own. So you can check out 17 as a challenge track, and also you can play with all of these. You can play along to the YouTube playlist track. Okay, I look forward to seeing your videos.